Alright guys, welcome back to the Copa Mexico 6 group stages, and we've got GMX MostMilk on slabs in the orange trunks up against Combi Uzzi on the yellow trunks Huns. So it'll be an interesting game between these two players. Extremely solid players, and we've got Huns, so don't need houses. They start with us wood. Extremely strong cavalry archers. Stronger trebs here, and MostMilk, he's going to have better farmers and better siege workshop line. Military buildings providing population room as well. So we got one of the new skill civs versus one of the old school civs. Huns released in the first expansion pack for the game, the Conquerors, I believe. While Slavs, I think they were released with HD. They're either a HD or a DE civ. They're certainly not an AOC or AOK civ. It's just scouting out the map for some sheep around their bases first before they actually go for an aggressive scout. So the beauty of AoE 2 is that the number of sheep you can have on your side of the map and the enemy side is always predetermined, and there's not really any sheep around the map to go and contest for other than on specific maps. Most of the bog maps like Water Nomad and Bog Islands, you do have buffalo everywhere. But most of the other maps, like this one, you're only going to have a fairly set number of early ways to get food. So Uzzi, you get one of his boar there. MostMilk going to work on getting his boar home as well. So how's everyone's day today, guys? Sorry if I haven't been too responsive to the chat. MostMilk starting to wall off the side, getting the houses that he needs, plus a little bit of palisade there. Uzzi for now just gathering. Sort of sandwiched in between the two wood lines there, but at the same time, he's sort of got to only wall off the ends, and he's actually got some nice gathering off the one drop-off point. Sorry. Oh, and that's going to hurt MostMilk there. One of his low villagers being picked off by the boar. So a very rough start to this game number 2 today in this best of 3, because MostMilk already down 1-0 in the series to Uzzi. Bit of a hurtful start for him. Nevertheless, he sieges forward with his barracks. Gonna wall up. Look at maybe putting the pressure on soon. We're just going for a quick production facility behind this. And militia on the way. So Uzzi still just gathering up. He may be going to wall up now.
Bye.
Oh, here we go. Starting to add some production of his own. Uzzi's going to see the wall, and he's going to see the militia. MostMilk going to see the barracks, but no militia yet. Age up kicking in for both players. MostMilk's not far behind on his. So militia coming in hot, but there's already a stables and a barracks here for Uzzi, so he'll be able to defend this pretty easily. Just need to be careful to not drop any villages, but he's got a wall in and his berries for now. So, MostMilk now forcing a lot of walls out from his opponent. His man-at-arms upgrade kicking in. Uzzi having to defend with scouts, but he's careful to not engage here. That palisade. It's a little bit of threat now, but the village is going to be able to repair it. More scouts being added. Uzzi hasn't bothered adding his own man-at-arms yet. Could possibly just go add some archers at this point. Look at trying to take a favourable engagement against the man-at-arms. Wait until the wall falls down so the villagers can actually engage as well and attack from behind. So it'll be a nice fight for Uzzi. He cleans up the man-at-arms with ease there. So Uzzi going 3-0 in terms of that initial trade there. All his scouts are still alive, and now he's going to have the scouts he needs to really prevent MostMilk from going for a nice archer ball and pressuring with that. But MostMilk, nice wall up here. He's already got some spears produced and around his base, mostly walled off for the moment. Completely walled off very soon. The scouts out now able to make it into the base here and try and pick off straggler units on defense. Make the most of the fact that there are small gaps in this wall off. So MostMilk having to really invest a lot in trying to wall his base in. And losing a little bit of the build space he'd like to have to throw down farms and production. Was he going to try and focus down one of these houses now? MostMilk just training vills. Was he doing the same through all this? So MostMilk's going to try and raid Uzzi in the meanwhile. And Uzzi's forced a bit of repairing. Possibly going to try and attack one of these other houses. So MostMilk going for a bit of a harass of his own, forcing Uzzi to have to try and wall himself in, get his own ranged and get some cavalry to defend here. Just going to bring everything back after dealing a little bit of pressure initially. Nice little raiding force here for MostMilk. Be able to prevent a little bit more gathering time. Not going to quite be able to pick anything off, but he's being ever the pest, slowing his opponent's economy down, forcing him to have to invest a bit more in defenses. But Uzzi still has managed to keep those scouts alive, so as long as he gets the spearmen down, he should be able to win this next fight pretty handily here. spear goes down. And the archer's only going to be able to do a little bit of damage and pick off a couple of the low scout cav through this, but the rest of them will be able to tidy up the archers. And so, MostMilk, another raid. Going down here, he's had another spearman finally catch up, and he probably should have just had him engaged on the gold villagers. This little guy goes to waste. So MostMilk gonna work on another house here. So Uzzi gonna work on another house here of MostMilk's. Looks like both players just trying to get to castle age. So just able to hit the villagers there, but watch tower be going up just in time to protect all this. All the villagers might fall here though, MostMilk, so this could be rough for him. Uzzi getting castle age behind this, MostMilk also getting castle age. But Uzzi up by a couple of vills now. He's got a fair few more kills over his opponent. A couple of stables being added here by MostMilk. Another villager of his will fall. He will force Uzzi to retreat a little bit. Uzzi might be able to harass the villagers from this side of the wood line. So Uzzi forcing MostMilk to get bloodlines and go to castle. His own castle age finishing up shortly. Getting his gold mining upgrade as well. Another layer of houses being forced up here. MostMilk going to be able to harass and take down that palisade. Uzzi going to be able to harass, take down the palisade of MostMilk. MostMilk not really producing the army yet because he wants to go for knights. So will the house wall last long enough here to keep Uzzi out? This is going to focus down the lower constructed house. He's got the crossbow upgrade now, so these guys be quite deadly even against the knights. Important backline, so these scout cav don't all go to waste. So MostMilk adding more knights now, but he's forced to garrison more stuff and have more defensive houses go up. MostMilk doesn't have to worry about houses anytime soon. Behind this, Uzzi is making a whole bunch of cavalry archers. So both they and the crossbow should be able to kite the knights and deal a lot of damage for them. Another knight going down there. Eventually they will be able to overrun this archer ball here. Some good micro here from Uzzi, picking off the lowest. Uzzi keep running from MostMilk, but for the moment MostMilk has bought himself a bit of breathing room. But it looks like there's a huge wall of cavalry archers here now. But Uzzi, these guys should be able to fare a lot better, considering it's harder for the knights to keep up and continue to engage on them. There's no charge mechanic like AoE 4 that lets them really compete with the ranged cavalry. So heavy cavalry archers Used to great effect by Uzzi. Already used to snipe a couple of villagers again. So the Knights having to try and defend, but there's just not enough of them to take an engagement against this fearsome range ball right now. The cavalry archers extremely safe engaging against these Knights, and MostMilk needs to try and get a mangonel or his own cavalry archers to try and deal with this. These villagers are under threat here. Uzzi might be going for the kill. He's picked off a fair few villagers right now. MostMilk trying to get scorpions in the mixer. This will be a good addition. Oh, actually, he's going to try and use them aggressively, but there's already Knights here by Uzzi to defend, so MostMilk's going to have to get something else to keep them shielded. Otherwise, he's not going to be able to field the scorpions, and the Knight's going to be able to kill them all. More defensive houses going up. MostMilk GG. And we have a win here by Uzzi.